Hello everyone, this is Kapil Reddy, founder and CEO of Zuperly. So here I am today with talking about a topic which is very close to my heart and something which I regret why I didn't start at a very early age. So right now I'm reading this book, Trailblazer. It's all about the story of Salesforce CEO, and it's very interesting as far as I've read until now. But going forward, I think it'll be even interesting. And very shortly, I'll post a review about this book as well. So coming back to the topic I want to discuss today, as I told, if you see, this is the bookshelf in my house, and if you ask me 2 years or 3 years down the line, like previously, I've never been into book reading. And even in my entire childhood, all I remember is probably I've only read Harry Potter. Probably a lot of you don't know, but Harry Potter was quite famous when I was schooling, just probably a decade ago. And that was the only book I read. Even I think that book towards the end of like seventh part, I was just done. I only read half of it, and then I left it completely. But what really got me interested was the moment I was super fascinated about startups. The more I started reading about startups, I was very fascinated about books. So most of my books, if you see, are probably around startups or kind of autobiographies, and mostly around business jargon and all that, and definitely something I thoroughly enjoy. So if you see this side, these are all the books I've already read, and these are all the books which are something I want to read going forward. So even now, I think every single day I try to read at least one book, at least some part of it, and that is something I do not want to miss. Again, this is a habit. Once you start doing it and once you consume a lot of information, you will thoroughly enjoy this part. And there's a reason why there are so many books sold, and like as you already know, like Amazon started itself by selling books. So that's the kind of popularity books have in the current generation. And as you told, if there is one advice I want to give my younger self, I should have started book reading quite at an early stage. And again, there are other ways where you can actually improvise reading books or learning from books. You can just talk to your friends and have these book clubs, and most importantly, practice the art of speed reading. Again, that is another topic I want to cover later. Having said that, a reason why I recommend strongly to read these books, it's like culmination of a lot of effort, lot of work put together and condensed into probably a 200 page or a 300 page book. So obviously whoever has written it, they would have spent months or maybe sometimes years together to actually condense that part of information, critical information, into a condensed version. And literally by spending maybe 2 days or 3 days depending on your pace, you're able to consume all that knowledge, and that is super beneficial. The more you read about these incredible stories, I think it will open up your mind, which will make you more curious. You'll start probably getting inspired. You want to do greater things. So everything, like the possibilities are limitless, and unless you experience it, it's very difficult to even explain it. So all I suggest you to each one of you is start reading. And on that note, one news is going forward as part of Zuperly's product suite, we're going to introduce something around making book reading a daily habit, and something which you can actually recollect or retain a lot of information which you consume from the books. Again, that's another story for another week. But until now, this is exactly what I wanted to convey in this episode. And as we've been getting some incredible feedback on the kind of videos we're doing, I've heard from a lot of people that they're actually liking the content. And I've also received some feedback, and so we're trying to change the style constantly. But moving forward, you'll see much more incredible information. And yes, we'll also increase the pace at which we'll put out videos. Having said that, coming to the last, we have a shiny new website of Zuperly, and the product has evolved much more with more incredible features. Most recently, we have launched habit tracker, golometer, and also a calendar view. So calendar right now, it's just a productivity calendar, but moving forward, we'll introduce a learning calendar as well. Again, more details on the releases very soon. Until then, please check out, and as always, give us feedback so that we can improve the product offering. And this is one thing I want to stress again, like user interviews and user feedback is something which we take very seriously at Zuperly. We've always had that connect with the users, and that is exactly the reason why we are able to shape up the product in such a way that it's actually solving the real pain points of the users out there. So until next time, we'll come back with the next topic. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.